Hi, good morning, good afternoon, yeah, good evening, depending on the time zone where we are connecting with you live. This beautiful Monday morning, right here in Lagos. Yeah, I'm not in Benin. Most often, you'd always hear me say live here in Benin, but currently, as we speak, we're live in Lagos State, and we are here because of the many calls that we've gotten from prospective clients based on their interest about property development in Lagos State. And this is why today live in Lagos, to ensure that as you always know that trusted plugs is actually what matters within the real estate industry. And this is why this afternoon I am live with the manager of Treasures Court. Good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
So before we dive in, what's the name, sir?
My name is Engineer Celestine Anogena Agbaboha.
Please have this yourself.
Thank you.
Engineer what?
Celestine Anogena Agbaboha.
Oh, beautiful. That's a data man.
From Edo State. Esako Central to be precise.
Where do Kwataki? You can imagine, like seriously, wow. It was nice to meet you again, sir.
You're welcome.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
You're the managing director of Treasure Court.
Not managing director.
Okay.
The manager.
Okay, the manager of
Treasures Court.
Yes. What about your project right in?
Okay. I'm not just the manager of Treasures Court. I'm the manager of Tropical Skypoint Business Concept.
Beautiful.
The developer of Treasures Court, where we are sitting.
Okay.
Now, Tropical Skypoint Business Concept came into the developing sector, which is really real estate, to make a mark, to change a lot of things that has been happening in real estate. As we all know, a lot of people bought properties, lands, 4-5 years back, but till now, they've not been able to get allocation. Why? Because they can't gain access there. Some have documentation issues. But we've come to change that area in real estate. What are we doing here now? Even in this, our Treasures Court, we are doing everything possible to make sure this estate was launched 3 months ago, to be precise. But by today, we're already looking at giving allocation out to people. That's another great thing. We'll talk about Treasures Court and Tropical Skypoint Business Concept.
Okay, so quickly, where in Lagos is this estate situated?
Okay, this estate is situated in a community called Igbodu in Ekpe, Lagos State.
Oh, Igbodu
community.
Wow, beautiful,
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, part of the factors or futures that we look up to in purchasing a land with a real estate company are the neighborhoods. You get the point? What are the factors or the futures that surrounds your real estate company, such that if anybody wants to get a property in your real estate company, okay, we know that, okay, fine, there's so enterprise, or there's so company that is very close to the real estate.
Beautiful. Here our neighborhoods are. We have one of the most popular secondary school that is owned by missionary, that was taken from them by the government and give it back to them, which is Mater Ecclesiastic. It's just like 2-3 minutes away from here. One, then two, just behind me, we have the military cantonment.
Oh, so close by, right?
Yes,
Beautiful.
very close.
Beautiful.
We have the military cantonment. That assures you that you are secure coming to this place. Security is 100% guaranteed. And in front here, we have the Igbodu Community Primary and Secondary School.
Okay.
That is also very close. If you are here, and this community secondary and primary and secondary school is well organized. If you visit Igbodu community, you will know that the people here are learned. They are not just illiterate. So they have value for education. That is another neighborhood. The other one is Isimi, Lagos. If Isimi, Lagos is owned in conjunction with Lagos State government and a developer, a real estate company too. Isimi, Lagos, a square meter in Isimi, Lagos is sold for 200,000 naira. So 300 square meter is sold for 60 million. You can imagine if such property exists in close to this estate, and we are selling for just a penny, not for the money, but to make a point.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. So I think what you've just said now, I think that your company is on a mission to rewriting sustainable housing.
Very good.
In Nigeria.
Yeah.
And I must commend what you people have done, because it's actually not easy. There were two things you mentioned. The first is accessibility. And then second, which is very critical, documentation.
Yeah.
This is why many people are finding it difficult, you understand, to invest in housing in Nigeria. Not just in Lagos, also in Edo State, where I came from as well. You get the point, sir? And since this is a priority for your company, I think you guys deserve a round of applause, to be honest. So very quickly, there is also something very important that naturally we look up for, or look up to rather, in any real estate company. It's something that we also call facilities. What are the facilities? Because we know that as a citizen of this country, we provide virtually everything by ourselves, for ourselves. You get the point, sir? Yeah. As such, what are the facilities that you have in your estate?
Beautiful. Number one, we'll provide gatehouse and perimeter fencing.
Okay.
Like I said earlier on, this estate was launched 3 months ago.
Yeah.
The gatehouse is already standing. The perimeter fencing is ongoing. It's ongoing. And again, there's going to be all the streets will be taken care of. All the roads will be tied.
Okay. Okay. So how do we go about maybe water?
There's going to be potable water.
Okay, potable water per individual houses, or is it a general pipe bomb?
It's going to be a general pipe bomb, because we are not developing the estate.
Okay.
We are only doing our best to make sure the place is ripe enough for every client that's buy into the estate to build his house.
Wow, so beautiful. So with all these features that you have just listed, how much is the plot of land?
Good. Let me start with the neighborhood. Plot of land in this neighborhood goes for 1.2, 1.5 million.
Okay.
But because my MD is a great minister of God, it's not just out there for the money, but to rewrite real estate. Okay, to rewrite the wrongs in real estate. A plot of land here sold for just 800,000 naira.
Okay.
But where there is a promo going on currently, that we made a plot of land for 680,000 naira.
So currently, as we speak, one plot of land is sold for 680,000 naira.
Very well.
So this offer lasts till when?
Between now and end of this month. We call it a layer promo.
Okay. Actually, it's called the layer promo.
Layer promo.
It lasts from now till the ending of this month. Okay, so beautiful. More so, if I'm buying 5 plots, if I'm buying 10 plots, what advantage? Someone who is buying 1 plot and I'm buying 5 plots, we should have different preference. So if I'm buying 5 plots or 10 plots, is there any benefit accrued to that?
Okay, if you are buying 5 plots, because we know in Nigeria today it's not easy to make out money. If you are buying 5 plots, we give you 1 plot free of charge.
Oh.
Without payment, but you will pay for documentation. Documentation, which is the date of assignment and the survey plan.
Okay.
Then if you are going for 10 plots, the rest are sure you are getting 2 plots extra.
So let me get what you just said clearly. Paying for documentation. Can we also know the cost of that? Or we don't have access to that right now?
Beautiful. Our date of assignment is as cheap as a penny. When you get to the office, you get the exact cost. Why the survey is also very cheap. Come to the office, you get the exact cost.
Okay, so
we have 2 different surveys. That's why I can't really say it here. We have the provisional survey, then we have the registered survey, because we have registered treasurer's courts with Alausa.
Okay, so I think there's a need to actually ask this question right now. What are the brief? Do we have the survey plan, the general survey plan of your real estate? Does it have a CFO as well?
Beautiful. There is a general survey plan, but it has to do with the Igbodu community. So what we did is, buying this land, Treasurer's Court, we decided to do our own registered copy that comes in Treasurer's Court's name. One. Number two, the community is gazetted. You know, gazette is irrevocable if you know about documentation. So what are we now saying? We have decided to go for a title that is greater than just a gazette. And that title itself.
So currently the property has its CFO.
It's gazetted.
Beautiful.
We've applied for CFO for just Treasurer's Court.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yet to be out.
All right, so thank you so very much. Thank you everyone who is currently watching and who will watch this clip after now. Thank you so very much. I think that this is worth investing, and I took my time to travel all the way from Edo State, Benin City to be precise, to come see for myself what's actually happening on the ground. And this is because I've gotten several calls. Victor, can we also invest in Lagos? And I'm like, oh, please hold on. I want to lay hold of the south part first. But it will interest you to know that I deem it fit that since I now have a trusted, you know me very well, I'm one person that value trust and transparency a lot on everything that I do. And as such, now that I now have my hands on trusted plugs, then be rest assured that you have your dream property right here in Lagos State. So please do well to contact. You can contact me on 07063151558. I roll over again, 07063151558. And then trust me, you have your property right here in a well-known and secured real estate company in Lagos. So thank you so very much, sir.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you so very much, sir. All right, so very quickly, I would like to take you guys on a little tour. So it doesn't look like, oh, Victor, come on, you guys have just been interviewing yourself. Can we also see for ourselves? So I'm going to take you on a tour right now so you can see for yourself. All right. Okay, so like we said, the perimeter fencing has started. Perimeter fencing has started. So currently they are working on the perimeter fencing to ensure that the property is fully secured. And so it is my own duty to ensure that I give you the access to trusted property right here in Lagos. And I think that to a very large extent, this property is worth investing on. To a very large extent, this property is worth investing on. 680,000 naira for a plot, and if you're buying 5 plots, you're having 1 plot to yourself, and if you're buying 10 plots, you're having 2 free plots to yourself. So that means if you're buying 10 plots, you'll be given 2 plots for free, and if you're buying 5 plots, you'll be given 1 plot for making it 6. And I want to use this medium to encourage anyone who wants to invest in this real estate property to please ensure that you reach out to me, and I'll communicate with the office right here in Lagos. Thank you, and God bless you.